Imperfecto here with a cold steel knife review. Today I am reviewing the Cold Steel Code 4. I believe this is titanium handles, and I believe this is the AUS8 version. It doesn't really say on here, so I'm assuming that it really is the AUS8. I don't remember when I bought this one. I know that I bought a few AUS8, but once the Cold Steel started coming out in limited supplies with that 20 CP or something like that, that's what I bought because I heard it was equivalent to S30V. This AUS8, I really never got dull. I bought this for work. Definitely bought it because of the looks, and I had heard the triad lock was really strong, and I had that SOG knife that I had, and that knife I abused. It had the arc lock on it right here from SOG, but when I would throw it at walls and stuff like that, it would sometimes when it hit the floor, it would, the knife would fold. And I saw the videos about Cold Steel and how strong their locks were, so I thought I would try it with this Code 4. I just basically love the design of it, and I use it at work for maybe about 6 months, but it's a good knife. I mean, I don't have any bad complaints about it. The lockup on this thing is just awesome. It has a triad lock. It's a lockback knife. Just that when you do wear it with a gloved hand, it tends, and your hands are wet, it does tend to like kind of slip a little bit. And then of course it has these little grooves back here. It's a, I don't know, a feeble attempt at jimping, but they're really not functional. It's just aesthetics really to me, because it doesn't do anything. But it does stay in your hand. The design, the handle design does help this knife to stay in your hand. And the blade, it stayed sharp. I mean, I used it a lot, and just the tip maybe is not as sharp anymore, but the rest of this knife stayed sharp. And that was 6 months of hard use. And the blade looks nice too. Some of my blades, you use them and they start to like really wear, and this one didn't. I don't know if you can see though, the right here on the bottom, there's the tip did kind of like bend. I used it, I mean, that's normal. I mean, it just and I've had a few knives that the tip just like bends over like that. I don't know if you can see that, but you can definitely feel it when you can feel the steel. And that's just me using it, prying open doors and sticking it in the door, trying to get the latch to go back with this. And that's basically what it is. Or sometimes I'll put it over the top and I'll bring the knife in to push the latch back. But I can tell you, just that little tip thing, I mean, it's kind of funky, but you know what? For the use that I put it through, this knife stayed pretty sharp and never had, I mean, this thing has no play, zero. Just a good knife. And if the weight doesn't bother you, because it is a honking knife, and it takes up a lot of space in your pocket. I mean, it takes up maybe like an inch and a half, I want to say, if not 2 inches in width. That sticking in your pocket like that, it takes up a lot. It's hard to put your hand in your pocket and maneuver around the knife to try and dig out what's at the bottom of your pocket. But if you don't mind that, this is a knife for you. If you want a big old knife, big old honking knife to take out and tear up, this is it. Because I mean, it's just a strong knife. So that's my review of the Cold Steel Code 4 with the stainless steel pocket clip here. One more thing just to mention, that pocket clip was functional, and what I liked is that it was kind of short and it never really caught up on anything. I've had other pocket knives where I've actually bent the pocket clip out, but not with this knife. This knife was a really good knife, and if you don't mind the weight, the width, the girth, the thickness of the knife, then this is the knife for you. If you're looking for a knife that is a little bit smaller in your pocket, where you can reach in and pull out other things like your wallet or whatever, this is probably not the knife for you. But if you just want a big old knife that you can take with you and use, this is the one. Imperfecto